Before we get into today's haul video, let me just explain. Yes, it is late. I know. This time it is not Midtown's fault. This time we blame Squatchy and Foo. No, actually we don't blame Foo this time. But nah, just throw him in there. Might as well. But anyway, now this one's late. We had, I had some special videos that I had to post. We had our Squatchy and Foo comic book unboxing video, and that A-OK from Alex that I pushed ahead of the haul video, so that's why you're getting this one Friday. But anyway, throughout the video you're gonna hear me say about how early it is, and it's not early, it's late, but that's okay, because as I always say, friends get pushed to the front of the line and Midtown gets pushed to the back of the line. That's just the way it works. It's the way it should work. Friends first. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the haul video. Let's get into it. All right, let's do it. What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B with another haul video. So close together, I know, but Midtown, they messed up last week's order and shipped it late, so it came late. So the video was late. Now this one's on time. But I've got some cool stuff to show you today. A little diversity in here, because we went to Midtown, and instead of some eBay purchases, I went to a flea market. Flea market suggested to me by the comic book preacher, Jason Sizemore, good friend of mine. If you ain't subbed him up, sub him up. But anyway, he found this he called it a honey hole, close to where we live, and told me about it, and I went and checked it out today. Got a few, nothing to blow your hair back any really, but got a few pretty cool books out of it. But of course, then there's my Midtown pickups and a little something extra. I had something else planned for today's haul, but didn't show up in the mail today like I'd hoped in time to film it. So it'd probably have to wait till next week's haul. But what can you do? The mail runs different for everybody, Sometimes I can get packages that come all the way from Las Vegas and get them in 3 days. And other times I can send packages and they get all the way across overseas to Hawaii in 3 days. And sometimes, they come from Southern California and take a week and a half. I don't know. Maybe it's some California guys. They don't. Them California Postal Service just don't know how to run a efficient system down there. That may be it. Who knows? But anyway. But we'll get to it, probably on next week's video, but let's get this one rolling. First out from Midtown, we got the Marvels number 5. I've got a couple of these. They kind of came out sporadically. I don't think they came out at it's like the Ninja Turtles, the Ronin books. It's like, holy crap, dude, every 6 months one. But this is number 5. Love the Marvel stuff and Alex Ross art and everything. But this is also a first appearance of Warbird in costume. So kind of a little minor key there. Not bad pickup. And then of course I'm picking up the Robin series. And this cover is just cool. I don't know what's going on there, man. It's like Deathstroke, Deadpool meets Spider-Man. It's a weird thing, but it's cool. I just thought the cover just was kind of wild, but it's not bad. And then finally, we could put this one to bed. Extreme Carnage Omega the final issue in the Extreme Carnage series, so I can finally add this to the collection and close the door on this little Extreme Carnage run. Booyah. All right. Next up, we've got Something's Killing the Children, number 20. Like I said, I jumped on this about 15, I think, because there was a good jumping on point. House of Slaughter's coming up. I'm going to be jumping on it when it comes out, so I'm looking forward to that. Getting to start somewhere fresh would be nice. And then this one that I've been kind of reading, it's not bad. Parasomnia from Dark Horse. It's about somebody with a condition. It's hard to explain. A condition to where when they dream, like bad shit happens to them in their dreams, and when they wake up, it's still there. To put it in as plainly as I can. But anyway, I ain't going on about it. But next up, we've got Batman Reptilian, number 4. First full appearance of the reptilian creature. We finally get to see the reptilian in this one. So there you go. That's a cool cover. It's kind of eerie, but cool at the same time. Dig it. Next up, speaking of Batman, we have got the last one from my Midtown. Is that really all I got from Midtown? Sure is. Last one from my Midtown was Free Comic Book Day. The Batman Day special edition of Batman the World. So, Foob talked about this one in his last haul video, and he said he would give it a chance. But I figured out why Foo jumped on this one, and it was so obvious. I mean, it's so obvious now. I didn't catch it at first, but after doing a little bit of research, I figured out why Foo is on this book. This is the first appearance of Panda Girl. Yeah. Panda Girl, who's like a Japanese version of Robin, I guess, or Chinese version, excuse me. Oops, Freudian slip. But anyway, Panda Girl, first appearance, furry book. Just saying. But anyway, so that was my Midtown haul. So I got out and about today, decided I was going to go try to fill some Red Hulk holes in my collection, which basically I got like 4 books. So the whole collection is missing. So I went out to Vintage Stock, and lo and behold, they didn't have a single Red Hulk book out there for me. So I dug around a little bit, found a couple of cool books that I thought I'd put in my collection. Of course, you know, I'm picking up these Wizard exclusives, and this one is Painkiller Jane versus the Darkness. And the Darkness was a cool character, but it's issue number 1, and of course it's got that Wizard, that weird certificate of authenticity that says, hey, you have this book now. So yay. And then this one I stumbled on, and this is just awesome. I dig this. I like this cover so much, and I know that these, I don't know how many of these books there are out there, but I have an Impulse Plus Robin book that I have, and now this one I couldn't find anymore. I don't know how to look them up. This was Impulse Plus Gross Out number 1, and that is a cool cover. I had to have it. It was so awesome. But if you know in the comments, tell me in the comments, how many of these Plus comics are there? Because there's Robin plus Impulse. Now Impulse plus Gross Out. But are there any more of these? Like team up books for DC? Let me know if there are that are called Plus like that. Because I may want to find some more of those. They're kind of cool. And next up, we've got, that was it for vintage stock, Vantage stock, because I dig through Vantage's dollar bins now. But and then we went to the flea market, Here's what we picked up at the flea market. This is Infinity War Prime #1. And this is the first appearance of Requiem, who they find out ends up being Gamora. But it's also the first appearance of Flowa. Flowa? Flowa. Flowa. Maybe it's Flowa. And it's also the death of Thanos, which we all know nobody ever dies in comics. But it is the death of Thanos. But it's a pretty cool book. So I got it. And these books I picked up were 2 for $5. So you couldn't go wrong. And a lot of X titles in here. I'm really, I think the rest of them, as a matter of fact, are X titles. They are. So I've come to find out that most of your little minor keys and stuff, or your key books, you don't find them in X titles. It's weird. But that, and the fact that I'm, kind of specking pretty hard on X-Men stuff, because we got a whole new generation of X-Men movies coming, and all these little minor keys, maybe major keys at some point. Anyway, this is Uncanny X-Men 305, and this is a cameo appearance of Team Phalanx. I don't know why you can't pronounce these, but there you go. However you pronounce it. Phalanx. I don't know. But it's the first cameo team appearance there. I grabbed one. What the hell? And this is the X-Men #37. Them that 90s goodness with that little foil on there. But it is the first appearance of Paige Guthrie as Husk. So the first appearance of Husk, Paige Guthrie, Husk. Yeah. So pretty cool. And number 36 is the first appearance of Sync. Also with that foil. Now Sync was basically a mutant that could sync herself to the other mutants and steal their powers and use them like they were their own. So kind of a copycat or kind of thing, but kind of cool. You never know with that one. Then I picked up, this one's not an X book, The Avengers #355. And this was the first full appearance of the Gatherers. And it's also Circe's new costume debut. So, yeah, who knows? Pretty cool little book. And next up, we've got X-Force #32, which is the first appearance of Paige Guthrie. So this is before she becomes Husk in X-Men 37. So, but this was the first appearance of Paige Guthrie, who later becomes Husk. And next up, we've got X-Men, or X-Force, Deluxe. I don't even know what number this one is. Oh, number 51. There it is in the corner. But number 51. And this is the first appearance of Risk, who is the first Native American Latina character. So, cultural diversity is the thing of today. So, you never know. They may need to call up the Native American Latina superhero so they can represent the entire Native American Latina culture. And there it is, first Native American Latina character. So there you go, Risk. But who knows? Like I said, X books, who knows? And last from my flea market finds was X-Force #128, the final issue of Volume 1. And this is the death of You Go Girl. I'm not making this shit up, I swear. But the death of You Go Girl. So there you go. I don't know if she stays dead or not. Probably not, because nobody stays dead in the comics. And in last but not least, at my that was all the comics, but I also stumbled on this. I need to get some Gooby Gone and get the sticker off of it, but other than the sticker residue, it's in great shape. And this is Marvel Legends, and it's the Vulture action figure. But I saw that for 15 bucks and I had to jump on it, because these things are about 30, 35 normally. So yeah, I just need to get that off there. I'd get some Gooby Gone or something, and that shouldn't be a hard thing to do. But anyway, I'd really like to get all the Build-A-Figures on that and build that Hobgoblin, because that is cool. But anyway, that does it for my weekly haul. And not a bad pick, not a bad score. It turned out it was going to be a small, short little video, because all I had was my Midtown stuff, and it was like 6 books. And then I decided I was going to go digging, and I got quite a few books out digging, so I was managed to get you some content. But yeah, 6 books is all I got from Midtown this week. Short week. And I gotta tell you, I was at Vintage Stock, and y'all can light me up in the comments, but if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. They had an Uncanny XMen number 266 in the case. From what I could see, looked like it would have been in the very fine plus to near mint condition, and they had it for $100. I wanted it really, really bad, but you don't have $100. You don't have $100. Can't. I asked them if they had layaway, but they wasn't having it. But it was worth a shot. Anyway, so a missed opportunity there. If I'd have had the $100, I can assure you that'd have been hanging on my wall back here somewhere. Anyway, that is going to do it for this week's haul video. Before you go, if you could do me a favor, please like my shit, comment on my shit, subscribe to my shit, and dang it, hit that bell so you don't miss my new shit. And make sure you come back for the next shit, and we'll see ya. Peace.